Katikati hapa. Situma kidogo. Songeni nyuma basi. Jack kiasi hapa.
Going here, remember I'm coming live to you from the DCC's office, that is the Nakuru East DCC's office, where the all exercise, that is the opening of the exercise of the container containing the KCSE examinations is ongoing here. And remember the PS Kibelo, that is Principal Secretary for the State Department for Basic Education, that is Belio, is actually here, who is, or rather, presided over the opening ceremony, or rather, let me call it the opening of the container that contains these particular examinations. And just to let you know that this particular exercise is ongoing currently, as you can see, and of course we have different examinations that are here, and remember, different people have come here just to pick them up and to distribute them to the respective schools. And remember, initially, like 2 minutes, we have had that peers, of course, addressing the people here, and of course addressing principals from different secondary schools, where he has stated quite a number of things. And of course he has talked about an issue that is currently ongoing, that has been, what was experienced yesterday, where we have 4 students, who are, or rather candidates from China's boys, who are currently, or rather were in custody initially. And of course he said that the matter is with the detectives, and the detectives will take over the matter. And so it is a matter that we have had the PS talk about, and of course among other things. But just before I go on, Stanley, I will just, or rather we will just to hear more on what the PS Kibelio spoke about earlier.
Colleagues, God is good and all the time. Asanteni sana. Once again, I would want to thank all of us who are here this morning, led by our multi-agency team in this region. I would want to thank the regional commissioner, our regional team in the Ministry of Education, the Teacher Service Commission, and the entire multi-agency team that has been able to drive this exercise quite well in this region. I can affirm that from the reports that we have been receiving, from what we share with our colleagues at the Ministry of Interior, we have not had any substantial serious issues that touches on examinations in this region. This region also, we have always had challenges, mainly in the North Rift region, on issues in security, but this time we are very happy with the work that our colleagues at the Ministry of Interior has been able to do, that our children are doing their exam in an environment that is very conducive this year. We have not heard of any challenges. We have delivered our exams in a very normal way this time. We've been working with our colleagues in the Ministry of Defense sometimes to deliver examinations. But this time, the multi-agency team as constituted has been able to handle the examination in the entire region without any problem. So at that front, I would want to most sincerely thank the security team and the entire security system for the good work that we have done, that our children were able and are able this year to do their examination in an environment that is conducive and an environment that is like all other children across the country. And we are sure that given that environment, that we shall be able to get better results from our children from these regions that have had challenges once in a while. On issues examination, I would want to thank all of you. As I've already said, Nakuru, we've not had any problem. I know the major problem was some indiscipline issues yesterday that was reported to us, but I'm informed by the county commissioner that they have been able to adequately deal with the issue, and they have narrowed down on all the issues that they needed to deal with, and that all is being handled by our investigative team and the investigative systems, and therefore it will go to the next level where it will be dealt in a way that it must be dealt. For our center managers, asanteni sana. You know, we are focusing on this year's exam, but we need to acknowledge the good work that you did last year. A number of you are examiners, but the way that you handled your centers last year and the way that you are able to
Well, Fred, that is the PS for the State Department, or rather the Principal Secretary for the State Department of Basic Education, that is Dr. Belio, or rather Belio Kipsang, of course, initially addressing the people here who have just arrived here just to pick up, or rather for the whole exercise of supervising the distribution of KCSE examination papers. And just like I told you, the exercise is actually ongoing, and we have had different principals, of course, coming in and picking. Remember, this particular container contains examinations for the 23 exam centers here at the Nakuru DCC, that is the Nakuru DCC center, where we have seen PS Belio Kipsang being, of course, the guest to oversee these whole exercise. And of course, he has spoken quite a lot, not only about the examinations, he has also spoken about other things, of course, that include, or rather matters including education. So we shall we shall be able to talk more about that, but also we are also looking forward to seeing whether we will still have an interview with him later. And this is an information, of course, I will come again and keep our viewers to speed, or rather bring our viewers to speed to what the PS will speak about, and more especially what is expected. But so far we have heard him speak of Nakuru County having no cases of malpractices, and of course no other cases have been reported as at right now. And of course it is all about the 4 students who were initially in custody but are expected, of course, to sit for their KCSE examination. This is a matter that I'll be able to follow up and keep an eye on, and definitely I will come live on air to update our viewers to what will be happening in Nakuru County in regards to the ongoing KCSE examinations. Over to you, Fred. My name is Chichi Josephine.
Thank you so much, Chichi Josephine, with that update from Nakuru, where PS for Education, Belio Kipsang, was supervising the distribution of exam papers for KCSE 2024, which is continuing.